All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the New York session. I hope you're all doing well. Today is gonna be a brief session because today is my son's birthday, and I'm meant to be going out with them in the next 20 minutes. So I was gonna cancel today's session, but as usual, I decided to do this first before I actually go out with them. So starting with dollar index, I'm still expecting lower prices. I think we've not closed in this imbalance yet. Okay, we have. So the next level will be down here. That comes in at 98.28, 98.29. So expect a continuation to the downside, and this is the level. If we breach that level, then we will not be going up anymore. We will be going down. We will not be going down anymore. We will be going up. So use that as your point of changing the state of delivery. If you go above it, price is gonna go higher. If not, then they'll go down. So this New York session, I'm expecting price to drop at exactly, I think today being Thursday, we only have unemployment claims. So yeah, I think they might use that to send price lower. They also have euro news in the next 7 minutes. It's a rate announcement on euro, so that can also affect price. Hence, be mindful with the euro if you take any trade on it, because there's news coming in the next roughly 5 minutes, which is a rate announcement. Okay, so be mindful of that, and make sure you are not in a position. If you are, make sure your stop losses are break even. I think yesterday the trade that I gave, expecting price to trade here, they did, and like I said, you can put your stop loss to break even. So if you did take the trade, make sure that your stop losses are break even, and then we will see what price is gonna do next. Pound, I think pound is also gonna take out this high 1.35938. That is where I think price is going. So expect a continuation to the upside. Maybe with the euro news, it can affect pound, and then they will take it up there. Again, this down candle is your anchor point. You don't want them to lose that down candle, because if they lose it, price will basically move lower. So expect higher prices. Aussie, yesterday was a nice day. They went for the high. I think they might continue going for that, but it's not guaranteed. I think based on how we closed yesterday, price should have come back down, but since we are moving higher and dollar is moving potentially lower, you can look for a continuation to the upside, but wait for the New York session. Okay, so this low to this high, pull back, and then a continuation to the upside. New Zealand dollar price went for that high beautifully. I think for now the upside is done for this week. It might continue going up, but I will not be interested in any upside movement from here because they've gone for a high time frame level, which is previous week high. Actually, it's not previous week high, it's this week's high. So it might come back down because they do not trade properly below the opening price. Hence, I think this pair is done for the week. So be on the sidelines. If anything, this might be the one that you want to be paying attention to because it's yet to get up there. So if you want to take any trade on New Zealand, I recommend this one. Okay. I want us to observe the euro rate announcement, so we will be observing it in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. But while we do wait for that, gold has expanded up as I was expecting for this week. I was in a trade based on this gap that happened in New York yesterday, and I think pretty much if you're here, you know. So and I'm done. I took my profit right up here. I think you can go for this high as well. You can go for that high, but maybe it might pull back, so I'm gonna be looking for a pullback into this down candle. If they do, then I'll buy it again to continue going up. If they do, then I'll buy it again. If they don't, then no problem. Crude oil still playing around, but again, I'm still suspecting they're gonna come for this high, and then we will see what price is gonna do after that. And can you buy? It's up to you if you want to do that. Okay, if you want to do that to go up there. So let's go and check what the rate announcement will be for euro. It's a typical NFP week, right? They went above the high, immediately reject, and they've come back inside and it's not doing anything. That's typical for NFP week. So let's continue. ES, I'm expecting them to go and run this high one more time, and then we will decide what we're gonna do after we go above that. I think prices, it's in a consolidation, or I would say in a probable distribution phase, where they might manipulate and then reject. But whatever happens, there's going to be an expansion. I don't know which side it's gonna be. If they go down first, maybe that'll be it, and then we continue going down, or it might go down, reject, and go up. So I'm looking for this high, because where we are now, that's the closest level liquidity is, and that might be where they might want to take price. So I'm expecting them to go and take out that high, and then we will see what's going to happen. Yeah, let's go to the crypto market. I think pretty much I don't have to say much here, because price has not done any of the things that I have mentioned. So I don't want to really go too much into details, because you still know the narrative. We are still expecting price to trade somewhere down here. Maybe today, maybe we might get that move to trade here, and then price might reject and then go back up. So let's be patient and wait and see what price is gonna do. I think yesterday closed below the previous day, which is Tuesday. So this might come back down. We open, we are going up, and yeah, this down candle can act as resistance and then send us down. We left a gap up here on the lower time frame that is still valid for them to go there and still come back down. So whatever you do, I think patience here is gonna be key. This is the level you wanna buy more. Okay, anything else is just a bounce off from an imbalance. So here, the reason why price is struggling, because we took out a low and then expanded. So this is an imbalance, price is balancing, and we have some here. So if they go up there, then it might come down, and until then it's going to affect all the other currencies, cryptocurrencies. So Solana, you're looking for 149.59 as the downside objective. And like I said, I'm all for short-term sell on the cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, same thing. I think yesterday rejected the high, and we've taken out this low. Okay, so we'll be coming into this gap. This might be a pullback, and then we'll start dropping again. Watch this level 2619. Okay, 2619, that's a level that we don't want to see them close above on a daily basis. So whatever happens, maybe today we'll reject. It might trade somewhere up in here, but still reject and come here, and ultimately that gap on the weekly, that's where we want them to go. Hype, yesterday rejected as it's supposed to, and again you're looking for lower prices. Okay, so sell is the way forward. XRP, sell is the way forward to come and attack 2.0793. And then Chachki, I still prefer the 0.401118 as the next draw on liquidity. So watch previous day's high. It might take out that previous day's high and then reject. So on the 1 hour time frame, you can look for previous day's high to be taken, then a rejection, then we go down. Because if you look at price closely, yesterday is an inside candle, so they are likely going to take out the high, reject, and then attack the low. Then AI16Z, the 0.19 level, that's where we are going. Now this, when it comes down, I think between the 0.18 to 0.16 in that area, you can buy, because we have a breaker here. It's reacting off from that here, and then the fair value gap. So here to there, anywhere in there. For those of you that missed the buy, you can start buying in there. All right, so that's it from me. And like I said, I have an appointment with my son. Today's my son's birthday, so I'm gonna go and get ready and go and spend some time with him. So have a wonderful one trade that I'm watching for today is this pair, pound New Zealand, euro pound. I'm expecting them to go and attack this low, so watch the current 1 hour candle. If it can close below this, you want to sell short, put your stop loss above it, target here, and then leave something on, because there's a void. It can go all the way down to close in that void. That's provided this candle closes below that. If it does not close below it, then ignore this idea. But if it does close below it, then you're looking for the 0.8403 as a downside objective, and maybe the middle of it. $0.83919 as a potential downside objective. Okay. The month of June has the tendency to keep price in a kind of a consolidation. Price doesn't really move. It takes out the previous day's high and reject, takes out the previous day's low and then reject. So if you are in any form of trade, when price goes above the previous day's high, take something off, because you might not get a follow through. You might not get price to continue going in that direction. So when price takes out a high and you are in a trade, take something off. If price takes out a low and you are short, take something off, because this month of June has the tendency to not expand or distribute above a high or below a low. Hence, take something off when you get a trade and price takes out the high. For example, the reason why I collapsed in trade here and there, right? And you notice that when it did that, it's not gone anywhere. Pound did something similar here, and then it started coming back in here, and it started coming back in. It's very annoying, but in June, that's the kind of price action price does. So just be careful if you are in any trade. Don't expect a continuation straight away when you take out high or when you take out a low. All right, so that's pretty much it from me. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you same time tomorrow for another update on the currencies. Peace.